All right, guys, so today is the day I'm gonna try to share with you some of my packing hacks and kind of how I'm packing for Australia. I had a lot of friends and clients and just followers asking me what in the world and how do you go to Australia for 30 days in something this size. So right now this is packed for my trip, so I'm gonna unpack it and show you kind of how I got to that process. This is the 26-inch Travel Pro Max Light 5. It is my first time using the suitcase, so I'm really excited to get to use it. I had hard shell before, but I found that after a few trips with my hard shell, and it was a Samsonite, I had used it in Arctic mostly, but I had picked it up most recently in Orlando, and the seams of the hard shell had cracks, and the airline worked with me to give me some credit towards a new purchase, which is how I was able to get this. But at the end of the day, I realized, what if it had been on the other end and I had arrived 10,000 miles from home, like as what I'm about to do, and there I had a suitcase completely unusable. And that did happen to me one time in Iceland. So I will start with my first travel hack. First travel hack is always keep a full-size duffel that would be about the size of your suitcase inside your suitcase at all times, in case of baggage handling issues. Even with a fabric bag, I'm sure they can happen. So that is the first travel tip or hack I will give to you. So as we kind of look through, this is the 26-inch is the size I went with this time, mostly because I am very mobile when I'm on location. I could be in vans, cars, buses, tubes, helicopters, seaplanes, Cessnas, or big jumbo jets, little prop planes, for example, having to pull my bag on ice and snow, or be possibly having it exposed to the elements. And so I need something that's gonna hold up. This bag so far looks very promising, and the reviews also stated very promising comments for that as well. So you have a small little upper pocket here. I just kind of put little things like little extra laundry bags, shoe bags, grocery bags, little things I may need to access along the way. For example, if I'm overweight and I need to take some things out to place into my hand luggage, I will do that versus making a big scene at the ticket counter. In here, I also keep some basics, a laundry line to do washing if I have nowhere to go, but maybe I have to do it in my hotel and do it like drip dry in the shower. Shout wipes, must have. Also 2 or 3 pods, Tide pods, so that I can use facilities as I get them, hopefully in hotels, and just do my laundry. And I also have these little, these are really kind of useful. Very small and very compact. And these are little washer sheets, and you can put them in like as basically into your laundry detergent machine. Yeah, they're like laundry detergent for your machine. So you can put them in, or you can also do a hand load. I think it takes 2 or 3 for the hand load, but these are so small, very easy, and you don't have the issues of anything falling out. So I always carry like 2 suction cup expandable hooks to go into the shower, or a tiled surface, and then a big expandable line so I can dry things on the go. And I also make sure most of my clothing that I'm going to be wearing on the field is like easy as far as dries easily, and just kind of like that air wick kind of design, so that makes it easier. This is a must-have. This is called the tube. You can attach this to your carry-on. It becomes like an inflatable pillow, but instead of being inflatable, you can stuff it on your way back with all the extra little things you might have, like extra clothes, extra soft items, and it's a great little hack to put things in when you didn't have room in your carry-on. It won't be weighted because it'll look like a pillow, and you can put it around your neck. So it's called the tube, and it is tubulartravel.com. So excellent. I always just pop that in there. Emergency travel access for allergies, upset stomach, headache, anything that could possibly happen. So I don't need one necessarily that large in my carry-on. I do have one. I think that's pretty much it. And then just quick emergencies, hydration, electro mixes, and emergencies and things like that. Just for when I'm needing to put together my bottles of water each day and I just want to stay hydrated, especially as I'm going to the Outback. So I will definitely need to be doing that. All right, and then inside of my suitcase, as I open it up, you see I have this nice top here. Inside I have right now, I have a sun hat, which I haven't actually used yet, but I'm kind of excited for the Outback. It has a nice little cover for the back because I am British and we burn like lobsters. We look, ooh, so red. All my friends are giggling now because they're like, yeah, you do. And this is my by North Face, such a lightweight, right? Like you can just roll it. And it is amazing. That is my jacket. And an extra little, just like a little ball hat just to wear maybe around the city or whatever. If I need a little sun protection, but I want to look a little cuter than the other hat. And so I don't like to overstuff this because then it'll make everything off balance. Then in here, this is my toiletries. It is a hang-up bag, which I really like. I'll get back to that. I always pack a packable foldable umbrella. You just never know. I also always pack little mini food containers. Being a photographer on the go, I'm often packing my own little lunches and snacks. I'll go to the grocery store, and then when I get back in my hotel or my lodging, I'll realize, where am I gonna put this stuff to go? And so that has become something where it's a little bit more environmentally conscious. You're not using plasticware and all of that. So I have a bigger one in my carry-on with a fork and spoon and knife combo that I can use for some food that I'd like to take onto the plane. So that's in my regular bag. And this is an extra jellyfish stinger suit. That's kind of specific to where I'm going. And then I'm not gonna open all of these, but these are all my packing cubes. Love my packing cubes. These are awesome. I got blue and I got black just to kind of differentiate them a little bit. So like this one, for example, is all my socks and all of my underwear, so undergarments and socks. This one here is bathing suits, like the UV protectant, sun shirt for the bathing suit, and bathing suit shorts, sport shorts. So anything bathing suit related is in here. So that's why it's a different color. And I put everything to do with clothing all as blue and all in the same kind of color. This one is pretty amazing. This is all my clothes that I'll be wearing for this whole trip. All fits into here. This is the heaviest part, but this is basically 5 waterproof, not waterproof, but water quick dry kind of pants, 2 pairs of like Nike leggings, easy for like the plane or just lounging, 1 pair of jean shorts, 8 assorted shirts, V-neck tees, 2 turtlenecks for like nighttime, and 3 or 4 layering shirts, and a couple of tanks. And I also did a really neutral palette so that everything I'm wearing kind of mixes with everything, but I don't just look like all black or all navy. So I did get some blacks and navies for the bottoms, and then like charcoal grays, like a nice kind of hunterish green, like a nice fall rust colored orange. It'll work. So I will look a little bit more cheerful. So, and that way I can just kind of interchange all my accessories, all my basics, and not look like I'm wearing the same thing every day, because unlike Iceland or somewhere where it's very cold, where you wear a jacket, and you do look like you're wearing the same thing every day, here in Australia, it should be a bit warmer, being that it's going to be spring. So I'm gonna put that on the bottom. Another travel hack, always bring, if you can, you have to put in your checked, but always bring a multi-purpose screwdriver. Being a photographer, that's a must. And I always stuff my shoes. I always keep an extra pair of sneakers, and I stuff them with little things. Like for me, it's travel adapters. These are stuffed with a lot of travel adapters, and also small medicine bottles, like for headaches and things like that. And yes, and then here is that packable duffel I was telling you about. That is how small it actually folds down to. So that in the event that I picked up my suitcase in Sydney after 2 days of traveling, I wouldn't have to stop everything and go and figure out, oh my gosh, what do I do? Where do I go? So that's kind of a nice thing. So this is my bag with my sunscreen, my mosquito repellent bands, and also this is called Safe Sea, and it's supposed to be a lot better for the reef. So I'm planning on wearing that when I go into the water, and also the double bonus is it's supposed to repel the jellyfish. So I'm hoping that'll work. And in this bag is a packable backpack that folds down, a towel that's a quick dry, a wet bag that will keep all my bathing suit, etc., off of anything that's dry. So it's basically like you're traveling with like a wet dry bag. One extra pair of thongs or flip-flops, they call them thongs in Australia, and one extra ball hat, and that's just some accessories. So anyway, as you can see, we have all of that in there. And in this bag I also have one extra pair of like dressy shoes that I can wear to the opera house if I wanted to, or just around town, but they have multi-purpose. And my favorite, well, not my favorite shoes, but my most practical shoes, these are by Cressy. These can be used in water, in rocks, walking on very hard, rocky beaches, things like that basically are going from sand, surf to rocks. So I love those shoes. They are way better than just a beach shoe. And I'm not gonna go into all of my packing cubes because I just, you kind of get the idea. But basically, if you take the packing cube here and you just go ahead and open it up, I'll show you how this works. So this is the packing cube as it is. There you can kind of see inside is some socks right now. I zip it, kind of pat it just a little bit, and then you'll see that the one zipper that you just did has kind of like a partner zipper on the other side, and that is the compression element zipper. By zipping this one, you are now going to compress the bag, and it's going to make it much more tight, essentially compressing the air down. So you just have to go all the way around, and once you do that, it does quite reduce the bulk. And one little thing that a couple of my friends said to me to do was actually to pack early, because gradually just letting the bag sit in here will start to actually reduce a little bit more of the air between them and just kind of help to reduce down some of that bulk. And then this is a hanging toiletry bag. Again, really nice. Really like this bag. I can hang it up, like I said, access everything. One little travel hack I love is this. It is from Amazon. It's like a little stretchy tube thingy. I will put the link in the description, but really cool, because if, you know, when you're in high pressure areas, like in the cabin of the air, and those things expand, and sometimes you go into your bag and you find, oh, the shampoo exploded. There's nothing worse than that. So instead of dealing with the shampoo has exploded, I now can be pretty confident in knowing that I think all of my stuff will make it, and I don't think I'm gonna have an explosion. So everything is in here. And there we go. So I really am grateful to everybody who watched today, and please stay tuned. I'm aiming to leave, I say aiming to because I'm flying on a standby pass, but I'm gonna get there. So I am aiming to leave on the weekend of the 30th and the 1st. So keep your fingers crossed I make it all the way over there. And thank you so much to my buddy Kim and American Airlines for helping me get over there. we're really, really grateful for that. And yeah, I'm excited for this adventure. So thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe and like, and keep up to date on everything by following me here and on Instagram and Facebook during the month of October. And I'll be posting some super cool stuff about Australia. Have a good one.